This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. In the wake of Donald Trump's showing up on the scene in politics, we all witnessed what took place. He gave permission to Republicans and conservatives and racists and xenophobes and bigots, the worst among us, to be what they are in public, to be unashamed, to unabashedly espouse their hatred, their division, their murderous intent in many cases. Just a fact. It's what happened. But out of the carnage, there were just a handful of Republicans who gathered together to form groups to battle against what would ultimately destroy their party. Some people have criticism for some of these groups. Lincoln Project, I do on the whole think they haven't done great work, but here and there they do some good stuff. Another group is called the Republican, and I know I'm gonna get pushback for that. I always do, because people look at it as anybody who is opposed to Trump is an ally. I don't look at it that way. And very briefly, I'll just say, Lincoln Project, the purpose for them, their efficacy was supposed to lie in drawing Republican voters to vote for Biden and away from Trump. And in 2020, more people voted for Trump, more Republicans voted for Trump in 2020 than did in 2016. So they failed. I'll just say that. Another group, what I'm going to talk about today, is the Republican Accountability Project. I've done a couple videos about things that they've done in the past. It's a strategy to wake people up about the steady march to fascism in the Republican Party, the dangerous, steady march to fascism and anti-democracy here in America. The Republican Party's virtually stated objective to end American democracy. Republican Accountability Project. And they have another video, this ad that, again, I hope goes viral. It is fantastic. And it puts Republican Tucker Carlson up against comparing to the words of Vladimir Putin in a tit for tat, back and forth, proving without any shadow of any doubt that Tucker Carlson is absolutely a Putin apologist. Tucker Carlson, the soft-skinned, smooth-brained, haircut prep school boy, is nothing but a propagandist for an authoritarian regime in Russia. Watch this great, very well produced, accurate ad.
Siding with Putin. Who's siding with Putin? I haven't seen anybody do that.
The West started the war, and we used force in order to stop it.
If there is any single American who deserves scorn and, yes, blame for the invasion of Ukraine, it would be Joe Biden.
The Ukrainian people have become hostages of their Western masters.
Ukraine is not a democracy. It's a client state of the Biden administration.
The U.S. were training on the future theater of military actions by owning biological laboratories in Ukraine.
Military biological programs are under development in Ukraine, financed by the U.S. Defense Ministry.
Western countries were setting military bases on our border.
The Russians don't want American missiles on their border. They don't want a hostile government next door.
NATO took specific expansions to our borders.
Getting Ukraine to join NATO was the key to inciting war with Russia.
The elites of the West are not hiding their goals. They are trying to inflict a strategic defeat on Russia.
The Biden administration wanted all along a regime change war against Russia.
The initiators of the sanctions are punishing themselves.
So it's not Vladimir Putin who's getting punished, it's American citizens. It's you.
The West provoked the growth of prices in their own countries, collapse of energy sector.
Gas prices are already the highest they have ever been in history. So the price of natural gas and the price of electricity and food and everything else you buy. I think we should probably take the side of Russia if we have to choose between Russia and Ukraine. That is my view. We're on Putin's side.
Once again, a disgusting, despicable, sinister, dignity-free performance on the part of the googly-eyed feather duster. Tucker Carlson, an absolute shameless troll. But a powerful voice in America who is regurgitating like a fucking parrot the words of Vladimir Putin, a murderous dictator, murderous of his own people and the people of Ukraine, in bombing hospitals where women and children are laid up, whether it be giving birth to their children or just sick. And whose side does Tucker Carlson, and by extension, Fox News, who do they take? Putin. Putin, because there's some sick relationship between Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin, even if it's one of just admiration. And that is where Republicans want to lead us, to autocracy, to ending democracy in America, to be more like Russia, to be more like Viktor Orban's Hungary. That's what they want. They don't want free and fair elections. And when we get them, they attempt to overthrow the government and then call it a tourist visit or a trespassing event or just a false flag lie. 2024, this always gets said. And, back in the 90s, maybe not true, but this election is the most important election of our lifetime. You must get involved. You must convince someone that you know, whether it be someone you work with or your family or your friend or someone you wait for the bus with at a bus stop, to get involved in 2024. The existential crisis that faces our country faces you in your home. I suspect you know this, otherwise you probably wouldn't be watching this video, especially up to this point in the video, nearly 7 minutes in. We are under threat. And the Republican Party and Tucker Carlson and Fox News and the propaganda brainwashing outfit are the tip of the spear. What do you think? Let's mix it up in the comments. We can disagree agreeably if you do indeed disagree. You can also call, leave me a voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me daily at dollemore.com. You can follow me on social media. I am there on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, a few others post, and some Hive. I think there's others out there. I am at Dollemore just about everywhere. And if you want to support my work, if you want to help produce my work, if you want to take part in the stated objective and mission of this program, the overarching mission to protect American democracy, you can do so by clicking the join button. Donate $2 a month, being a channel member. It absolutely helps. Every little bit goes a long way. You can help produce what I'm doing here, helping reach the audience that I reach. You can also go over to patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast, which is not just for my fantastic twice weekly podcasts. It is also supporting the work I do here. Anyway, I love you guys. I appreciate you very much. I'll see you next time. Until I do, be genuine. Take care of one another.